Tiger Nation. Welcome back to the Roar Rundown. We've got a lot to tell you about the world of Ouachita sports, but the MLB started spring training this week, and Blythe, let me tell you, I'm really excited for baseball to be back.
Really? I didn't know you were such a baseball fan, Katie.
Yeah, my mom used to collect baseball cards, and she's got like over 2,000 of them. We counted them out, so I guess I should have known right off the bat that I'd love baseball.
Oh no.
Well, opening day is April 1st, so it's just under a month away.
Well, Ouachita's baseball team had their games this weekend rescheduled. So they're playing a 3-game series in Shawnee against Oklahoma Baptist University to start conference play. They'll return home next weekend to take the Bisons of Harding University.
The softball team played Christian Brothers University at home on Wednesday, and the Tigers won the first game 3-2 and the second game 8-0. They're also in Oklahoma playing the Bison this weekend, and they'll travel to Searcy next weekend to face off against Harding.
We've got 2 teams competing in conference meets this weekend. The cross-country team will compete in a Great American Conference Championship tomorrow, and the swim team has been in Cleveland, Mississippi, competing in the NSISC Championships since Tuesday. Before the Tiger Sharks left, Noah Grimes had a chance to talk with Lauren Guerin about the team's season so far.
As the Ouachita swim team is gearing up for conference, I caught up with Lauren Garahan, senior swimmer for your Ouachita Tigers swim team. All right, so y'all had a pretty normal coming into the season. Like did y'all have like a full season, or not quite? But
so our season, it started a little bit late. It started in January, but we still practiced all of fall to get ready for it. And then once January 1st hit, we got to compete. So I think we had 4 meets against other schools. We swam against Henderson a few times. We went to Montevallo and swam there. It's in Alabama. So overall, it was a pretty normal season.
Okay, and then what precautions have y'all done for COVID? And
so they have really emphasized staying in our family group. So our suite mates and our roommates when we work out. So in the weight room, working out with your roommates, wiping down all equipment after you use it, wearing our masks in and out of the weight room. And the pool we had is pretty easy to social distance in the water. So that looked pretty much normal. It was just staying with your family group as much as you could.
what are some different things Coach has gone through with y'all throughout the season, or what has he talked about going into this season?
So swimming is a hard sport, but it's really hard when you don't get to compete. So the first semester, it was a lot about positivity and being thankful that we do get to practice and we do get to have a season. So just like keeping the atmosphere positive and like leaning on each other, and like building each other up instead of breaking each other down, especially with like all the COVID stuff. That was a big thing, just so we can keep practice as normal and fun as it could be. Going into conference, it's flexibility, being able to adapt to whatever gets thrown at us and just going with the flow, trusting the process and doing our best.
All right, and how do you feel the season's going so far? I mean, I know that the girls have been doing a little better than the guys recently. So
Yeah.
just how do you feel going into conference, just as the team as a whole?
I think we've had an awesome season. I think we have a lot of good freshmen who have come in, and everyone's been working really hard. We had a winning streak for a while. We beat Henderson a few times. So I think going into conference, we have a really good chance of doing well. We got third last year, and I think we're just going to do better this year. And so, yeah, we've been working hard. Most of the team has been here the whole season, not a lot of quarantine. So I think we're in a really good spot.
That's great. This was Noah Grimes, reporter for the Roar Rundown.
Ouachita's basketball teams had their senior night last night, and the Tigers celebrated Eden Crow, Maya Gertzone, Lorenz Nero, KD Smith, and Matt Stanley. After last weekend's matchup against SAU, Crow was named the GAC's Women's Player of the Week. Both teams faced the University of Arkansas at Monticello last night for their final home game of the season. Tomorrow, they'll play on the road against Arkansas Tech. Since the championship is set to start on Monday, here's a quick look at how the championship will work. The teams in the Eastern and Western divisions will play against other teams from their division in the first round, before playing against teams from the other division in the second round. The semifinal and championship games will happen next weekend.
Ouachita's volleyball team played at home against Henderson on Tuesday night, and the Tigers defeated the Reddies 3-1. The team is now 2-2 in conference, and it will travel to Russellville on Tuesday to take on the Golden Suns of Arkansas Tech.
The men's tennis team is set to take on Southern Arkansas University today after a win against the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith on Tuesday. And the women's team lost to Harding on Wednesday, but took on the University of Texas at Tyler yesterday and will have a rematch against the Bisons next Friday.
The men's soccer team lost 3-0 against Southern Nazarene University on Wednesday, but will play on the road at Harding tomorrow. The women's team will also play against the Bisons in Searcy tomorrow.
Well, that's all we have for you this week.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Roar Rundown.
And as always, stay purple, Tiger Nation.